Hey, what's up guys? Crypto Numpty here, making my first video for the YouTube channel based on cryptocurrency trading. What I want to cover in this video is a brief introduction to myself, a brief introduction to cryptocurrency, what it is, and this is designed for anyone out there who wants to invest in cryptocurrency but like myself doesn't have any experience and maybe a bit wary about getting into investing in cryptocurrency. I'm going to try and keep the terminology as simple as possible so everyone understands it. And I'm sure there are going to be people watching the video who are going to be correcting me, shouting at the computer monitor, but as I say, everything that I'm explaining is my own opinion or my own experience. So my background, I'm an engineer by trade. I've been for the last 20-25 years. I haven't done anything financially or ever traded anything on any exchange before. So when I first started looking at cryptocurrencies, I started looking at the exchanges and the various graphs and charts and lines and all the colours. Found it quite daunting, so I went away and started learning. I did a lot of reading, a lot of watching YouTube videos, just getting an understanding of what trading is and how it works. I did have a basic understanding, of course. Trading is trading one thing for another. So the idea behind making a profit from trading is that you buy something at a low price and you sell it at a higher price. That way, when you make the sale, you take the profit. So first I'm going to cover cryptocurrency. What is cryptocurrency? Wikipedia, our friend, always gets everything right, or so we think. But this is quite a good definition. Cryptocurrency is a decentralized currency, so all of our current fiat currencies, like the US dollar, the euro, the GBP, they're all centralized, they're all controlled by banking systems, governments, large corporations, and so on and so forth. And cryptocurrency isn't. It's decentralized, it's not controlled by anyone, it's an amalgamation, it's a bit like the internet, it's an open source system where people can swap these crypto coins which have a value attached to them, whether it's a US dollar value or a GBP value or a euro value, and they can swap these coins with each other. Now, cryptocurrencies have been around for quite a long time actually. Bitcoin was first released as an open source software in 2009. Generally considered the first decentralized cryptocurrency, but when I thought about this, I thought actually these have been around for quite some time now, because I know some of the gaming platforms hold currencies, tokens as they're called, within the gaming platforms, which in a form is decentralized currency. It's where you swap an amount of dollars or euros for a token within the game platform that you can then buy things with, and so on and so forth. So that's the basics of cryptocurrency. I would take some time to read through this just to understand what the cryptocurrency ideology is and why we think this is going to be the next big thing. When I say we, I'm talking about the cryptocurrency community. There's a large cryptocurrency community where people discuss cryptocurrencies, their benefits, and people are starting to use cryptocurrency all over the globe now. I think it's Venezuela has just adopted a cryptocurrency as its main currency. So people are starting to adopt this system, and people are seeing the benefits, and the more people start seeing the benefits are proven in use, the more people will adopt. So that's basically cryptocurrency. It works just as any other currency in terms of the trading. So you trade one currency or one cryptocurrency for another cryptocurrency based on its value compared to the other. So this is the Ripple Bitcoin pairing. So you can swap Bitcoin for Ripple, much the same as you would swap a dollar for a euro or a dollar for GBP. As with the stock markets increase and decrease. So you can see here that the market decreased, then increased. The idea being behind the trading is that you buy somewhere around this point here and you sell around this point somewhere here, thereby making a profit. Wait for the market to drop again, you buy here and you sell here and make some more profit. So that leads me nicely on to the next section of the first video, which is the scams. I started looking at this, as I say, about 10 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago, I can't remember how long ago. It's all blurred into one now. But the more you start looking into it, the more you start seeing that there are so many scams out there. There are so many people trying to get you to enroll on trading courses, invest in certain things, and they're all designed so that you lose your money, because if you're losing your money, they're making theirs, and that's how they make their profit. I'm sure they're also trading on the platforms as well. So depending on the type of trading that you do decide on the trading strategy, you can either be a long-term strategy trader or a short-term strategy trader. I chose day trading, so during my research I went through all the Wikipedia articles. Another great website to go to is Investopedia. That is not just for cryptocurrency, that is more a generalized, broader range understanding of trading and markets. And YouTube, obviously. And when you start looking through YouTube, you then start seeing the scammers who come in and claim that they're going to make you thousands, or how to make $100 per day trading Bitcoin. I will say from the outset, this is not going to happen. You will not make that much profit in such a short space of time. $100 plus per day, you might make per day, you might lose per day. In fact, you will. It's guaranteed. Your funds, once you start exchanging and you commit some money into an exchange, your funds will go up and they will go down. And the idea being is to catch it at the right moment, so that you're selling when the price is up and you're buying when the price is down. In future videos I'll go through the bull and bear markets, all the different strategies, the indicators, what I know so far. I'm still learning, I'm still picking up on this, and every day you come to the market, you start looking at the exchange and you think, well, I really didn't expect that. You know, all the indicators said it was going to shoot up, but it didn't. It actually dropped. And that's how you can lose money. You start getting, or you think you start getting an understanding of the indicators and the signs, and you think, oh yeah, this is going to make me thousands overnight, and you wake up the next morning and actually it dropped. And because you bought that cryptocurrency or that crypto coin, your funds go down. Important thing to bear in mind is, as we say, they will fluctuate, so the idea is not to panic. It is a risky environment. Any trading is a risky environment, but as long as you are not losing massively, then just have faith that the market will go back up again. So again, just going back to Ripple, XRP, you know, for people who invested here, they might have thought, right, the market's going to go up massively, so I'm going to invest here. They saw this market drop and they panicked and they sold because they didn't want to lose any more money. They might have sold, you know, around here, they might have sold around here, but then look what happened. The market went back up again, the market corrected itself, and that's what markets are all about. Markets are all about fluctuation and volatility. The more volatile a market is, the more ups and downs or peaks and troughs that you're going to get. The less volatile, obviously, it will then start to trend out. So you can see here the market was less volatile there. It flattened out, then it became more volatile, it dropped, then it flattened out, then it dropped, then it flattened out, then it went back up again. So these are all things that you can look at, and I'll go through all of the indicators. You see these squiggly lines and the mass of red and blue could all look a bit daunting at first, but really once you get into it, it's all common sense. There is nothing complicated here that I think personally anyone cannot pick up. You know, we're all blessed with a certain amount of common sense, and once you apply that common sense, it is actually very easy. So again, just look out for the bad guys. Don't start looking at, I'm going to make $100 plus per day. There's some really wacky videos on here of people. This guy here is absolutely fantastic. He's just bought himself a Mercedes G-Wagon and he made $1 million plus by day trading. It's not going to happen, guys. Just accept that isn't going to happen, and everything will be okay. The idea behind this is that you make smaller profits, but you make them more regularly, and your profits will build up and build up and build up over time. So final part of this video is going to be about where to get started. This piece of advice comes for free, and it is my advice to you based on my experience. I am quite risk averse, so I don't want to put a lot of money into an exchange and just go for it. So what I did is I started to read up on how to trade, read up on the indicators, read up on how markets work, how day trading works, which was my choice. And that's your next port of call. Your next port of call is to start teaching yourself how to trade the markets. Try and avoid these guys. They're not going to give you good information, but there are some good guys out there. The crypto community is a really nice community. There's a lot of helpful people out there, and you can, once you've sorted through all the dross, you can find some very educational and informational videos explaining cryptocurrencies and how to trade them. Later on, I'm going to be going through more advanced aspects of getting set up and starting to trade cryptocurrencies. So it's very important here as well to make sure that as you're learning and as you're picking all of this information up, is to just keep referencing the markets and looking at the indicators, looking at the charts, making sure that you understand what you're looking at on the chart. Make sure you understand what the Bollinger Bands are doing, make sure you understand what the MACD is doing, and the more you start to understand them, what I did is I spent 2 weeks looking at the various markets, the various cryptocurrencies, and looking at the charts and just training myself to understand what the movement of the chart was doing, looking at the indicators and building up patterns in my own mind, so that now when I look at the daily charts, I can look to see which one I would expect to go up and which one I would expect to come down. And based on that, I would set up my buy and sell strategies. So, for example, here, I could see that the market had dropped there and flattened out. They're quite good indicators here. This MACD is a momentum strategy. This is just giving you an example, but you can see that the MACD or the momentum of this market had slowed right down, and I actually didn't trade on this market, but I remember seeing this scenario round about this time here, and thinking, oh, you know what, I think that's going to go up, and sure enough it did. So if I'd have placed a buy trade in here, I could have sold and made a little bit of profit. Again, it's not thousands of dollars. It's not going to make you rich overnight, but it will make you money. And it seems at first it seemed quite strange to me that I could actually buy something there and sell something there over a period of that's 7:30, and that was at so in 3.5 hours I could have made a profit just doing nothing. I wouldn't have to sit there for 3.5 hours. I would have bought there, set up an automatic sell, and as long as nothing drastic had happened here, like the bottom fell out of the market, I was still looking at making a profit. Even if I'd sold here, I still would have made a small amount of profit. I'll also get into to trading bots. Trading bots are automated cryptocurrency trading tools, softwares that you can get. You can get free ones, you can get ones that you pay for. And in there you can set up a little bit of a strategy, set that running, and that will carry out the trades for you. I would say don't jump into those, don't start reading into those, because you can get yourself into a lot of trouble using a trading bot unless you understand what the strategy is that you're going to use. And to understand what strategy you're going to use, you need to understand your risk, you need to understand what the indicators are, you need to learn the market first. Okay guys, thanks a lot for watching. Hope you like. This is again just a brief introduction. In future videos I'm going to go more into depth about my experience and what I've found, and I'll take you through the platform that I'm using at the moment, which is Binance. If you are going to invest in some money into cryptocurrency trading, I would recommend Binance, because they do charge very, very low fees for your trades. So I hope you liked the video. It's just been a brief introduction into the cryptocurrency trading markets. If you like the video, just hit that like button down at the bottom. and subscribe to the channel. There's going to be lots more videos coming. I'm going to be doing some live trades, and I'll share with you the wins and losses that I make day trading after 6 weeks of trading. So I'll catch you soon.